Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Chicago Bears versus Derek Carr and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. On first down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, Goff. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now on 2nd and 16. Goff completes it to the tight end Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the second down throw on target. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and long. It's Goff. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now this time Carl throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. To the air again. Goff. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Sammy Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the big... On 1st down, Carr. He sets up the screen to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr will drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw his Carr. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Now, he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about 1 yard. 2nd down.
1 yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them. He rifles one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Goff complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 47.
Goff now looking to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Goff. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
12 at the 27-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Devin White.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
This is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Carr now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Carr. This is the tight end fan. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they elected to... On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They run the option on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now...
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement.